Aquarius Rising, welcome to your December 2024 astrology tarot reading. My name's Podkane. I have returned from like a 5-month hiatus to do these readings for you again. If you're here because you were born in December or January and you're like, this is my reading, maybe not, I invite you to check out this astrology birth chart website, astrocharts.com. There's other ones too, but this one is just really simple, doesn't take your email or anything like that. You need to know your exact time of birth. Most people can find this on their birth certificate. You'll just scroll down. You have all your positions here, but you're looking for your ascendant, which is just another word for rising sign, and then find that relevant reading. So getting started here, Aquarius rising. And I actually just redid this because I was still on Capricorn. But we're on Aquarius now, baby. Our intelligence factor is through the roof. Aquarius rising. What's the vibe for December 2024? Okay. You ready? Hopeful. That's very you. Tension. Harmony. Okay. So hopeful, inspired, optimistic, success, tension, stressed out, migraines, worry. Will it all work out? Harmony, balance, peace, and happiness. So there's a little bit of everything here for you. You're kind of keeping it like there's a bit of like concern about something you're working on and working towards, but you also have a good balance of hopefulness in the mix of like, I trust myself and I trust in the universe. I trust in getting this all figured out and that it'll come out for the best outcome for myself and everybody involved. So about the most positive and balanced setup I've seen thus far. So good on you. Aquarius rising, December 2024. Reading. Aquarius rising, December 2024. What are they going through this month? How are they appearing to others? How are they showing up? And playing a little bit of the waiting game. You've already sown your seeds. Now you're just waiting for things to play out, still working on it. But then there's these both mean waiting. Three of Wands reversed is sort of like you're not exactly expecting to hear back. You're not expecting your ships to come in right now. I think in terms of appearance, you're just sort of like appreciating what you already have. You're not exactly looking for more right now. There's like a humility there, and it's also a little bit less dependent on validation from others or exterior sources right now. You're just doing your own thing. What does Aquarius rising have in December? Okay. What does Aquarius rising have in December? What do they have? December 2024. Okay. So whatever you're working on right now, it's very much like a personal, I almost said vendetta. It's very personal to you and it's something that you're doing on your own. You're willing to do whatever it takes at almost any cost, but very highly motivated. But with this Seven of Swords, either you're not really willing to steal from others. You're not going to go that far where you're going to like step on heads and you know, do whatever it takes. But this could also, with the Three of Pentacles reverse, suggest that you may not have come up with the best plan to achieve what you're trying to do, because there are others who know more, who are experts in the field, and you didn't tap them for their resources. You didn't ask them for their help. You wanted to do things on your own terms and by using your own intelligence and knowledge. Which is great, but for some reason that's showing up here should be somehow relevant, that you could have come up with a better strategy if you would have asked the experts, gotten a consultant, or asked for advice. What is Aquarius Rising thinking about in December 2024? What's on their mind? What are they thinking about? What's on their mind? Just keep in control of it all. And a magician, perfect. So like it's, for some reason, it's very important to you that you do this on your own, whatever this is. Like, I have everything that I need with the magician. I'm capable of like managing all of this on my own. I'm going to keep all this under my own power. I'm not going to outsource any of the responsibility or the outcome to the skill, wisdom, ability, or choices of anyone else. I'm keeping this in-house with myself so that I know that my success or failure was completely dependent on me. Okay. What's going on in Aquarius Rising home life? Definitely this popping out. We've got 5 of Cups reversed. So it's sort of like after a period of mourning, tough times, things being like kind of scary or sad, grieving, or just pessimism in general. There's more renewed, hopeful optimism happening within your home, whether this is with your family or children or just kind of how you feel when you're at home in your safe space. You're just feeling more optimistic. The mood has gotten lighter. I think you're spending more time at home maybe than is typical, which, yeah, for sure, that's new for you. And doing some research, thinking about, you know, a plan. This is new for you to kind of spend more time to yourself and spend more time alone. You're not really getting out as much as maybe you would typically, especially in December with the holidays and stuff. Maybe in past years you were saying yes to a lot of social events and hey, let's go out to the bar or like whatever, and there's this party and let's travel to meet family. And this time you're kind of like, I'll say yes to a few things, but mostly I just feel like really spending time alone and thinking critically about either this project that you're working on or what's going on in your own life. Keep saying I mean, maybe there's something you are worrying about here. That kind of, I think for Aquarius, if you're in a negative mindset, it's like, I don't want to be around people. I can't be the life of the party. There's like a more of a onus to Aquarius to show up and be entertaining and be friendly and fun and lighthearted. And if you feel like you're not able to do that, then you're not going to show up at all. What is Aquarius Rising doing in December 2024? How are they expressing themselves? Okay, yeah. I mean, you're just isolating yourself, staying out of the groups that you're normally affiliated with. You may have even kind of distanced yourself this month. With Strength reversed, I wonder if you're not a little more undisciplined than typical. There's also like an impatience of, I want to hurry up and get this project finished. I want to like see results quickly. I need to, I just I don't have patience with anyone else. Also, with these two together, like your patience might be wearing thin with people. I mean, maybe you just feel like you're smarter than they are, or you have more skill and ability, especially if people are like, what's going on? What are you working on right now? And then you tell them, and then they start feeling all these like, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? As though you haven't already considered and ruled out all of those things. And it's just exhausting. Like, I know I don't need your help. You asked me what I was doing. I told you. Now let's move on. And your patience wearing thin with people. What's going on in Aquarius Rising's workplace in December 2024? What's going on in their workplace in December 2024? Aquarius Rising. Oh, there's definitely disenchantment with what's going on at work. Why is that? Because everything's kind of like up in the air and falling to shit. This is the perfect card for everyone trying to give you all these ideas, and you're just like, back up and back off. I know my shit. You don't need to tell me anything. There's definitely very chaotic energy happening in your workplace. And with the devil, to cap it off, you may feel like you're kind of stuck there. I'm also getting the Queen of Swords reversed, where it's creating a negative and like critical mindset where you're getting very touchy and you're just like, oh, get the fuck out of my face. And the Queen of Swords is with Aquarius also being air, like mentally very quick and with it, and already thought of everything. And the Queen of Swords is my way or the highway, especially when she's reversed. And it's just with the devil influence, like what's going on with these dramatic, emotional, unstable, backbiters and people who think they know better, but really didn't arrive at any of their conclusions logically or with the sound research to back it up. Now this is creating a sort of toxic environment that's for you, that is now pushing you more into this Queen of Swords energy reverse, where she's just hateful, critical, nasty, mean, rude as can be. Yeah. I think that's probably why you're withdrawing so much to work, because you can't show up in the way that you would like to for others. You feel most like yourself with your card here, the King of Swords upright. When you're at home alone, you don't have to listen to the nonsense. This is your healing safe space. You're away from the world, and you're working on something new to bring yourself more balance and peace. I think maybe it's been a while for you, or maybe brand new, since you've really had to withdraw in this way because you don't like what your workplace is making you become. You don't like that side of yourself. What's going on with Aquarius Rising's closest people, their spouse, their very closest people to them? What are they up to in December 2024? What are they doing? How are they showing up? I think there's some, if it's like you're married or you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, or if you have a very best friend, whoever you talk to the most and spend the most time with, whoever you're closest to, share your deepest thoughts and feelings. They are helping you on this healing journey. They have a different perspective. They've been through a different form of what you're going through, but they've been there, done that, and they can share a lot about how they processed it and overcame it. They can really identify with it. Y'all are on the same path and the same journey, coming from different places, but towards the same destination. Anything else about their person in their life in December 2024, their person in Aquarius Rising's life? They're very steady. They're very supportive. They're very clear. They're not delusional. They're just very reliable. Definitely lean on your closest person this month. They want to help. They have resources if you need. And they have a lot of wisdom to share with you, and even just can be a good listener. They're helping you through this transformation, as I'm noticing the dragon. They're a powerful ally also. What do other people have that's affecting Aquarius Rising in December 2024? Okay, so people that are hell no, this would piss me off. People that are in positions of authority in a hierarchy, I simply don't have access to the facts. They're straight up dead wrong. They either haven't done their research, or they want to wield their sense of power over others. They're delusional. They don't have access to the facts. Again, they're making decisions based on emotions and feelings and not logic. This is really putting the pressure down on you. Things like this happen in life because we can grow from it. Forget, I want to say this right off the jump, is forget about trying to bring them to the light. That's not a possibility at this time. And it's not your worry or concern is really fixing them or changing them, because that's outside of your power. What it's encouraging you to do is learn to start creating a safe, regenerative process for yourself, where you're at home, you're healing, you're increasing positive affirmations. Or I don't know why I want to go straight up into woo territory, but maybe you're familiar with this kind of talk. If not, it's simply just taking time to relax, sleep, eat well, get exercise, distance yourself from crazy, crazy people out here who don't think like you, are not going to be reasoned with, and look to what is in your life that you can control, because that's going to be what's going on internally, and that's going to be going on what's going on with your closest people and your home environment. And take solace in the fact that you have a place like that you can go to, and start creating new healthy habits of withdrawing from the world and regenerating yourself periodically, especially when you're facing trying times of being around people that are very difficult. What is Aquarius Rising learning in December 2024? What is Aquarius Rising learning in December 2024? Resiliency. Being in communication and doing what with it? Bad news, yeah. Negativity, criticism, and what? Okay, just be resilient when you hear. Okay, that's it. You're learning to stay strong, be resilient, and keep up your boundaries when you're faced with, especially if it's online communication, or the Eight of Wands is like rapid communication. So that would be like getting a text, an email, phone call, or anything online, social media, whatever. When you get that incoming communication that is either emotionally unstable, negative, like here's some bad and emotional news, like that's gonna really make you sad, or it's gonna crush your hopes and dreams, or set you off balance, or dealing with Queen of Swords reverse people, which we've already talked about, right? Getting that criticism, that line in the sand, irrational, harsh and rude as shit communication. When you're the recipient of that, you're learning about how to keep your defenses up in a way that doesn't it isn't taking it in as a commentary on your value. I think even now, looking back at this, it's telling me more about how at any cost you will figure this out for yourself, and not allow people to like go behind your back. You don't need to get help from anyone else. And in a strange way, that's kind of come full circle, that you're learning to value your own counsel, your own judgment, that if you believe that you have intrinsic value, that you will be okay, that your goals and your dreams are worth fighting for, and your perspective is appreciated by some in the world, not all, but that's natural. And you're really learning a lot of self-love here. Point blank, period. It's about trusting yourself and not letting others get into your head, especially when they don't have the fucking credentials to do so in the first place. What is the outcome by the end of December 2024 for Aquarius Rising? What's the outcome? King of Pentacles reversed. What else? Outcome for Aquarius Rising. Beneath it all. Yeah, no, intuition. People can help. And there's a new perspective coming. Okay, so this is leading up to something that's actually much bigger than all of this. This is sort of like prepping you for the next phase of what's going to happen. So there, with the King of Pentacles reversed, you're working on mastery of something, and this is something that will help you in a very practical and even in a financial sense, but it also helps us just stability, where you're not all over the place and kind of responsive to moods and changing viewpoints, and where you get onto a more fixed and straight and narrow steady progress. And that is tapping into your intuition and learning more about that, what that feels like when you get the messaging from your own intuition that it's time to step away with the Hangman, to either take a new perspective or to recuse yourself, either or, and also who to deal with and who not to with the Two of Cups. You need to develop your intuition now to reach that next level. And learning to create a safe space is going to help you in that endeavor. But this is the first step. The first step is your exterior world is creating so much freaking chaos that now you're like, I have to rely on myself. I need to have even a meditation practice or I just need to get in touch with myself and get other people out of my head. That's the first step. Then after that, now you're led to, okay, and things will happen in your life. Like, we'll look at your reading next month and we'll see. You'll see, like, that now there will be circumstances that will encourage the development of intuition and helping you learn what that feels like and what that is for you. Because this is very, very subjective. Anything, like, if you're here at a tarot reading, first of all, like, you already are like playing around with things that are very subjective and can't be objectively proven. And personal intuition is no different. So there's not really a guidebook. You're not going to be able to, of course, people write books on it and shit like that. Yes. But like, it's not going to be of much use. You're going to have to go on this journey and go it alone. So this month is really just preparing you for that. Hell yeah. All right, Aquarius Rising, what's going to be helpful to them from others? What's going to be helpful to them from others? Yeah, you're supportive people here. They're gonna get it. They're gonna understand. They can even help you financially if that's the end of what need be. Temperance reverse. I see them kind of where you're in a state of lack. They will come in and step in and rebalance that. They'll help you see a more positive perspective on things too. Like, if you're definitely in your feelings, feeling isolated, feeling like a failure, you're worried about the future, whatever it may be, they're going to be able to come in and say, well, at least you have this. At least, on the bright side, you're also learning that. So they're definitely going to help you keep your mind right now. What's going to be hurtful to you is people keep like expecting you to stay the same. So if you have always been a person that has shown up for all of those social events and you're always there, you're reliable, and family is like, well, you always bring the pot roast, and if you don't come, then who's going to make the fucking pot roast? And like, people can hurt you by expecting you to stay the same. It's really that simple. If there are people who aren't making space for you to make a transformation in your life or to kind of show up a little differently, even if it's just for this one holiday season, just this one, you're saying, I can't. I need to take time away. I'm not going to be able to make it. I'll get you on the next one. And they throw a fucking fit. They're just not. I'm not saying throw them out entirely and just never speak to them again, but I am saying that that needs to be dismissed. That's something more to do with them and how they enjoyed you for your stability and how you always were there and you made them feel important and popular. And that you can't show up for them this time. They're going to have to go it on their own. And that's their own little thing to deal with. That doesn't make a villain out of you. And it doesn't necessarily make a villain out of them either. I think you can kind of take a compassionate attitude towards that. That when people encounter change, some people respond, and some people have more comfort with that than others, right? So you can make space for them to respond negatively and not make it a reflection on yourself and your own value and the correctness of your choices at this time. All right, what is going to be an obstacle to Aquarius Rising in December 2024? Now that I already have over half the deck out. Yeah, family-ish. This. Okay, what else? I want to get a little bit more about that. What's going to be an obstacle to Aquarius Rising in 2024? A burden. Well, right. It is going to be hard for you to say no to either your wider family. Like, this isn't over. You're still going to have next year, even next month, to see and connect with these people, but you desperately are in need of this regeneration time, and not everyone's going to be able to understand that. So, you know, I would be very careful of what family and friends that you choose to meet with during this month for the holidays. I think that if you can make those circles smaller, where you can say, like, I'm just going to invite over my parents and my siblings and, you know, or do like a kid-free engagement, or do something where it's just the smallest circle of people that you know are supportive and have been there with your journey and know kind of what you've been through, so that they can be these steady people in your life that have more clarity. If it's like, we're doing the family reunion, it's this big get together and it's only 10 times once every 10 years and you absolutely have to be there, that may be something you consider opting out of, because it's going to, first of all, stagnate you in a place where you agreed to all the social engagements and where you never said no and you were always showing up as the life of the party, and where it's going to put a lot of pressure on you to do that, even though you can't right now, right? And it's also not going to in your own mind give you any validation for saying no, and staying strong through any negative reactions you get to saying no, and then on the end result looking back and saying that was the right choice to make. Okay, now I'm going to get a Messages of Cosmic Oracle card. It's very oddly named, but I am liking the deck so far. Aquarius Rising, December 2024. What has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. So this is, again, like we're building that intuition. There's something that you have. Okay, so let me just pop off with like how I kind of teach people that I am around about what intuition is and how to listen to it. So if you close your eyes, your consciousness is kind of up here, probably in your face and in your head, where you feel like you're looking out of your face because you're normally looking out of your eyes, right? But when you close your eyes, you can like imagine looking out lower and lower, where to the point where you're looking out of your chest. So is it's imagination, okay? You are using your imagination to do this, but try it and see if you're looking out of your chest. And then at this point, and like you feel like your center of gravity is here in the center of your chest. And then you ask yourself a question. Should I go to this family event? And it's no, immediately. Like for me, I immediately get a yes or a no. That's my true heart's desire. That's my inner self. That's not my logic trying to say, yeah, but if you don't do this, or they're expecting you, or I've always said this in the past, this is what do I actually fucking want? Then you can respond from that. That is your inner voice. That inner voice is a weird way to put it, because I think most people do, when they think there's that would be what they would call an inner voice. It's the thinking. But this is more like the inner desires. You know, listen to your inner, what has your inner desire center been asking of you? Excuse me. Okay. So that's muy bueno. Now let's look at some final advice for Aquarius Rising, December 2024, before I lose my voice. Aquarius Rising, December 2024. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Aquarius Rising, December 2024. Okay. Make a decision. It's a turning point for you. I can kind of see that. Let's see what it has to say. Card number 11, which is your number. That's your number. Your sheer determination. Your sheer determination is highlighted at this time. Your spirit will support your desires and manifestations. The ability to create or destroy has always been within your skill base. You have the wisdom and confidence needed to use these skills constructively. Now is the time to act, if you know what it is you want to accomplish and why. Since the powers of transformation are at your command, change your desires into objectives and your thoughts into actions, your goals into achievements. If you had recently met with failure, know only you can change that failure into success. The only limits you have are those you impose on yourself. My dog just busted in here. Okay. Lotus, what do you want? Anyway, she wants the door open is what she wants. Now I was very distracted through all of that because I'm not able to speak, and then my dog's busting in here. And as a coincidental and synchronistic thing to say about that for you, I recommend just shutting down and shutting out all of their voices so that you can really listen to your heart's desire. That ability to make a decision is very easily impeded by exterior noise, and ultimately any decisions that need to be made in your life in terms of what do you value, what are you working towards, what's really important, and what's worth your energy. Those decisions are very difficult to make until you can just be quiet and listen to your inner desires, your inner self. So, Aquarius Rising, I really enjoyed doing that reading for you. If you want to see a relationship reading from me, I have Venus sign readings in the middle of the month. Also, subscribe and stay tuned because I have more stuff coming that's better shown and not told. So you'll just have to wait and see until we can speak again. Bye.